Hello and welcome to the Sunday League Pundit Show, episode 85. You have myself, Stretch, my very good friend on camera, Jim Jam.
Howdy.
And my very good friend off camera, Tin Ribs.
Bonjour.
How
We
are
know
we,
who
gentlemen?
some guy is now.
Some guy?
Some guy is Jefferson Louise, who retired, who was the
Oh, is this,
journeyman
Mr.
of 51.
is this Mr. 51 Club?
Yeah,
That we didn't know last week?
yeah,
It's only taken us 7 days to work it out as well.
yeah. I wonder if anybody actually did work it out from my
you imagine there are
amazing
people-
clue.
I imagine there are people brighter than us out there, for sure.
Yeah.
Do we have a Jim Jam and Statman stat?
Yeah, did you know that there were 16 England players that have missed penalties at shootouts in either the Euros or World Cup?
I didn't know there was 16.
Can you name the 16?
Batty,
Yeah,
Southgate,
yeah,
Saka,
yeah,
Rashford,
yeah. Batty.
Gaza.
No.
Oh no, he cried because he got booked and he was going to miss the next round.
Should have missed a penalty.
Pierce.
Yeah,
Rashford missed a penalty.
Yeah.
he did.
Saka missed a penalty.
Yeah, so him.
Sancho missed
He's
a penalty.
literally sat opposite
Yeah.
us and he clearly
No,
wasn't
no,
listening.
I'm just going through my head.
Yeah,
Because I'm thinking recently.
yeah.
And Southgate was 96. Pierce was 90.
We've already had David Batty.
Yeah, David Batty.
We've missed loads of shootouts.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the ones that...
Go to there's a famous one from Italia,
Yeah,
90.
yeah, who was the other person that missed? Pierce missed
Sheffield
one.
Wednesday.
Everyone. Waddle.
There you go. Then we've got a couple Scousers on the list.
Of course. Of course you do.
So, name them Scousers.
McManaman.
No. No.
Oh, I don't want to miss a penalty.
One's a defender and one's a midfielder.
Carragher.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot he wore an English shirt. Never deserved it.
Yeah.
Gerrard.
Yeah. That's the other one. Who we can't play with is another one.
Lampard missed a penalty?
Yeah.
For England?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
We got two Ashleys.
Young
Cole.
Yeah.
And Young.
Yeah. Then we've got a captain.
Beckham.
Yeah. We've got another guy that's currently in the England squad who shouldn't have been in the England squad for a while.
Henderson.
Yeah. Then we've got a Man United and Liverpool player. We're going back a bit now. He probably missed in the 90s.
Pallister.
He's a midfielder.
Brian Robson.
Ince.
Yeah. And the last one is a very obscure player that you probably wouldn't remember. So his initials are DV.
We should know that. I've got a feeling we should know that.
Well, you probably won't. It's really obscure. It's one that I definitely would never have got in a million years.
DV, that I feel like we should know them initials for an England player. Especially
Yeah.
in the 90s, because that was our football.
Even his first name could make it difficult.
I know it is.
You do.
I
He's
do.
a striker.
Yeah, he's got the same name as a really shit singer.
Yes, he does.
Yeah,
Darius.
Darius Vassell.
That's the one.
Darius.
So they're all the players that have missed in
Darius,
shootouts.
Darius, it's still spelled the same.
Yeah. So they're the 16.
It just twigged. You saw as soon as I realised
Oh, yeah.
who it was, you
Yeah.
twigged.
Well, you went from a dribbler to like, oh, I think I know this one.
Best place to play the music now.
Hello and welcome to episode 85 of the Sunday League Pundit Show. Yeah, have you heard any more about Southampton? Transfers, potential ins and outs?
It's been out, really. So we've got some good money for Sulemana.
Yes,
He's
yes.
gone to join
35.
Juric at Atlanta. So our epic failure as a manager has done us a solid by taking him
Epic
for...
failure.
And it was what, 35 was it or something stupid?
I think it was only about 16 million, but with a sell-on fee as well, so I don't think that's bad.
Maybe 30 million or something stupid.
Not yet. And Onuachu has gone to Turkey, which was going to happen last year. So we made loss on him, but he's gone. He's off the wages now. The biggest thing is getting rid of some of these players on big wages. But nothing really too major on but there's not much talk on players like Diblin and stuff like that.
I don't think you're going to hear anything about ins until after the first.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're going to...
Is that when it officially opens?
Yeah.
It's also when the new financial books, so the financial fair play system kicks in.
Oh, right. So it's on the first that we're going to hear that Van Nistelrooy's been sacked then.
Yeah.
Because Sunderland beat us to that Diarra from Senegal, and everyone's like, why don't Leeds... why have Leeds not bothered? And I can't remember who it was, but it's the guy on Sky TalkSport, the one who comes in and does all the financial stuff. He talks to
I
Simon
know you're
Jordan.
on
Yeah,
about, and I can't think of his name.
And he basically said that any dealings done before that time still kind of goes off last season's FFP. So when that happens, you start a new FFP. So if we're not in a position to make that balance,
We've got to wait.
So we wouldn't have been able to make the deal. But there's a lot of, here and now for it. So that you'll probably find that a lot of clubs are waiting until the first.
You've been linked with Taylor Arbor-Bellis, I've seen over the week. Again,
really
and that's
thrilled about
exactly
that.
what I expect. I don't see...
We've just signed a bloody Slovenian international. I'm done. That'll do.
I don't see him getting in the Leeds team.
You wouldn't?
I don't see him getting in a lot. I
He'd be
could see him
forced in.
going potentially Burnley because he was there before, but I don't really see him in there.
Do
He
you see
needs...
him going to Burnley? Because their defence wasn't exactly shit.
No, their defence was fucking unreal last season, let's be honest.
What did they concede? Like 12 goals or something over the whole season? It was something ridiculous.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
but they're going from strikers...
No, I get
The
the
caliber's
jump,
all changed.
But, right, Leeds conceded... I'm going to invent numbers because I don't know. Leeds conceded 35 goals last season. Or 40 goals. Burnley conceded 12. Leeds are quite happy to take their defence into the Premier League. Burnley are going to be happy to take theirs in. Because, yes, the standard of striker goes up. But they've still got the best
30,
defence that the fucking Championship has ever seen.
Yeah, so we were second best defence with
There
30.
can't be any other team that's conceded that fewer goals in the
16.
Championship.
16 goals, that's all they conceded.
There can't be another team in
No.
history that's conceded that. Yet Leicester have gone on to win the fucking the Premier League. They didn't concede 16 goals when they were in the... So what I'm saying is Burnley have got a massive building block there to go on.
Yeah, but the thing is, they've now signed a keeper, and it looks like that probably says that they're gonna lose Trafford to somebody.
Trafford's going to Newcastle.
Yeah,
It looks like it's pretty much... that. I think that's
What a
what they're...
great
I think
goalkeeper he's
with
gonna be.
Burnley signing a German goalkeeper, I think it is. I think that starts. It's going to start there's going to be a massive keeper
So Pope has...
cycle that we've
Merry-go-round.
mentioned
apparently
before.
Pope said that he's quite happy to stay at Newcastle and fight it with Trafford.
Yeah, because it's Trafford. He wouldn't fight Ramsdale.
Yeah.
But then that leaves another good keeper if he doesn't want to be third choice in Dubravka. I mean, what a
He's a
keeper!
great
Dubravka's great.
Great goalkeeper.
We're after the Leon keeper.
I bet you'd like to see
That Brazilian
Dubravka
lad.
come in,
Perez?
Yeah,
You take Dubravka at Southampton, sure.
Fuck, mate, you'd be stupid not to take Dubravka.
I mean, there's a keeper that I want more than any, and I was going to say my girlfriend won't be happy, and I still want Johansson.
Cooper would be a good one as well. Because we've been linked with him from Sheffield United, Cooper.
My girlfriend. Sweet, isn't it?
But,
Yeah. Just a little wind up there. I've been saying pretty much constantly.
Apparently
we
we're
want your
linked-
keeper.
We've stopped chasing Pope now because he's happy at Newcastle.
Yeah,
But we're after that because Leon, since they've got relegated,
yeah.
they're looking like everyone's going in on them.
There's not many players. I actually looked at their squad, and it looks like they've been depleted already. Anyway, Lacazette's obviously one of the bigger names that are there.
But yeah,
Giroud's made a transfer to go back to France now. He's going to Lille now. He's just left LAFC.
Wildly underrated.
Well, I said that, didn't I? I said, I'm quite happy to say he's the most overrated striker in history.
Sorry, what?
What?
Do you want to try that again?
No, I don't know what. Oh, is that there? No, I said the other week that he was the most underrated
There
striker. There we go. I said overrated. There we go. Yeah.
Definitely top 3 of the most underrated strikers in Premier League history.
100%. Just from what he's achieved in whatever league.
Who's the most overrated striker in Premier League history? Because I've got a name immediately.
You're going to say something like Harry Kane.
Didn't even come. I don't even think he's in my top 50.
Like, just because he's just I don't, constantly there.
On a legit note, I don't think he's in my top 50.
You're going to say Adebayor?
I had actually forgotten about him, but he's probably a very close second. I'll give you a clue.
Shamak.
The guy I'm thinking of, nobody rated him. The guy I'm thinking of got way more England caps than anybody of his skill level should have got. No? EH.
Oh,
Heskey.
Heskey.
There we go.
I don't know if he was...
Dog shit.
He scored 100 Premier League goals. He's in the 100.
So did Walcott.
Club.
He was a winger. Not striker. He was a winger.
Is Walcott in the top 100 Premier League goals?
He scored over 100 for Arsenal.
Did he?
Yeah.
What, in the Premier League alone?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know he was actually in the 100.
And he scored more for Everton and some for Southampton, I think, in the top flight.
Well, he did on his second run. He didn't in his first run, obviously.
Not in his first one because we stole him early.
Yeah.
Which I'm thrilled about.
Yeah.
I still think he should have just shadowed Thierry Henry and been a striker, but never mind. That was just my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, he still scored over 100. And he was a winger, not a striker.
Yeah.
So who would you take? Peter Crouch, Emmy or Heskey?
Crouch.
Thank you.
Crouch had far more technical skill than he looked like.
No, I'm just asking. Who would you take? Robbie Fowler, Emmy or Heskey?
Fowler.
I'm just asking.
Stupid question.
Thank you.
Take
Every fucking striker I'm going to name, you're not going to pick Heskey over him. Most overrated striker ever. Okay, I'll pick a striker that's got virtually no fucking caps for England. I've got a lot less than Heskey. Who would you take? Prime Emmy or Heskey? Prime. Prime Emmy or Heskey? Or Prime Ian Wright?
Right.
Wright didn't get nearly enough caps for England. Heskey was in the team constantly. Why? Dog shit. Every striker I mention, you'll pick them over Emmy or Heskey. Every one of them. Owen or Heskey.
We can pick...
Van Nistelrooy or Heskey. Henry or Heskey.
You're picking great strikers here. But
Savo
somebody...
Oliver Giroud or Emmy or Heskey.
You've just...
You've just said he's underrated, okay?
Yeah.
So people don't rate him. Who would you pick, Giroud or Heskey?
Savo Misalotovic or Heskey?
Who? Misalotovic.
Savo Misalotovic?
Are you on about Mitrovic?
No. Think Aston Villa in the 90s. Savo Milosevic?
Yeah.
Who are you taking? Savo Milosevic or Heskey?
I'm going to have to take Heskey at this
I know,
point
yeah,
in time.
exactly. So he's not the worst striker. I mean, the only thing Savo did any good ever was turn up in the fucking FA Cup final against Leeds. Like, literally, he's done nothing in his fucking career, turns up to a cup final and fucking turns it on and wins the fucking cup for Villa. Sorry, not FA Cup, League Cup. Like, literally, that's all he's done. He was absolute garbage, but for one fucking game, the guy was like premium fillet fucking
Okay,
There's
a
not
striker
many
that
strikers
played
you would
for
take.
England then. So, Francis Jeffers
What about him?
or Heskey.
I don't think there's a lot in it, if I'm honest. I don't think there's a lot in it. I don't rate Heskey at all.
I know
think he's
you
a good
don't.
Striker. I think he was fucking useless.
But you're probably talking levels there, Jeffers and Heskey.
Yeah, I'd say they
And
were
you
about...
probably would say Heskey is the better
you might-
Yeah, but I
striker.
just want to point out that at no point did anybody
And if-
ever say that Jeffers was a top-tier Premier League striker.
He was rated at one point.
Yeah, because we bought him, but he was rated by Wenger, who didn't
As a
know how to rate
prospect.
English
And-
players.
Another player who, obviously, very good striker, but couldn't do it at England level. So it's interesting to see who you pick for England. So Heskey or Andy Cole.
It's not even a fucking debate for me.
Andy Goal.
Each time.
He just didn't score for England, though, did he? He just couldn't do it on the England stage.
Stars make players, though, sometimes.
I think he
Is it
could
the
have
players
At
that were
Newcastle-
with him?
At Newcastle, he was phenomenal. At Man United, he was phenomenal.
He was
But the
ridiculous
way
at
England
Man
play
United.
has
It didn't
never
suit
matched
him.
Manchester United.
No.
You look at the teams that have been played around the Man United players. Let's just go with the Man United
Right.
players. How many of them actually genuinely excelled? You had Gary Neville, who's probably the best right back England have ever had. He's going to hate me
Yeah.
for saying that. And David Beckham is probably the best right winger England have ever had. Outside of that, Paul Ince was okay for England, but he wasn't great for England. But
Yeah.
in the Man United team, he was fucking exceptional.
Yeah.
Steve Bruce never made it into the England team. Pallister was a staple diet of the early 90s. But
Yeah.
let's be honest, as soon as Tony Adams and Sol Campbell were around, Pallister was very quickly forgotten.
I think the
Yeah.
thing is, early 90s, and I know I'm saying this from an Arsenal fan's point of view, but if you went anything other than Lee Dixon, Nigel Winterburn, Martin Keown and Tony Adams, who were the best defence in England, hands down. Like, I think people forget when we won the league in the early 90s, we lost one game that season. And that we shouldn't have lost. So we were very nearly unbeaten in the early 90s as well as the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And that was because, again, the defence. So I think anything early 90s other than them four was wrong. Don't get me wrong. Bruce and Pallister, phenomenal centre-backs. And as a leader, Bruce, for me, was outstanding.
Pallister was the better player, though.
Yeah, but I'd have taken Bruce over Pallister just because of his management on the pitch.
Yeah.
Because he controlled midfield and defence around him.
Because of how good Arsenal's defence was, do you think that that would put Bruce and Pallister in a underrated category?
I did actually overlook one player, and I feel really bad for it now. But probably the best midfielder that's played for England that gets underrated all the time, Paul Scholes.
How he never played 1,000 games
What
for
fucked
England.
me off is the fact that they kept trying to force the Gerrard and Lampard thing, so they made Scholes accommodate, and
Yeah.
Scholes was twice the player both of them were.
Yeah.
Scholes had both of their abilities in one.
Scholes was just
So you
The only
didn't
thing
need Gerrard and
Scholes
Lampard.
couldn't do but put
Tackle.
Gerrard ahead of Scholes
Tackle.
was tackling.
Scholes
I mean,
is
he could tackle, he was just always late.
To be fair, some of his tackles were phenomenal, but there were a lot that were that little bit too late.
Yeah,
But for everything else he offered, he should have had at least 120 games for England, minimum.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't injured very often. It's not like he had months and months and months.
So
on the
as an
sideline.
England player, definitely underrated.
Scholes is the most
But
underrated
it just
England
pissed
player.
me off
Yeah.
because they
Ridiculous.
were too busy trying to get Gerrard and Lampard to work together, which wasn't working. And they pushed him out, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'll take an early retirement then." And it's like he is probably one of the best and most perfect centre mids England have ever had.
And having him there,
decent
does
shout.
that then make Beckham play even better than he was at that point?
No,
Does
Scholes
it-
would have made everybody play better.
Yeah.
Exactly, this is what I'm saying. But you pick certain
Everybody.
players where their link-up play is going to be so much better because they're playing at club level. That do we actually win? Would we have actually won a tournament?
I think that's hard pinpointing one player saying he'd have made you win a tournament.
I bet you could pick a player.
Spain picked a player called Rodri.
City went shit when he was out.
Yeah, now they've smashed
So-
him up again. Now he's back.
I mean, it's not unheard of
Did you
that
see
one
the-
player
did you
can
see
make
the
that difference. But
dismantling of Juve?
I heard it on the radio.
Shit, man, it was brutal.
Heard it on the radio, and even the commentators were shocked.
Yeah, it was,
They're like,
Very
we weren't
one-sided.
expecting this
I
game
mean-
to go the way it's gone. Like, it's literally
they made it look easy.
they just steamrolled.
I'll
them.
tell you what, right now at the moment, I know we talk about City and they're on their comeback and that, and if they're going to be stronger next year, Arsenal are going to struggle to get top 2 next season.
2,
Top 4.
we're going to struggle to get the top fucking 4 if we sign.
Oh look, I,
Do you know what I mean?
do want to just say
We've
one
let
thing.
Partey go, who's a better DM than Superman, in my opinion.
Yeah. So who's now above you? Because obviously Liverpool's transfer business so far is superb.
Can we just
really?
talk about Liverpool's transfer business? Because I just want to go on to this. They have made the Coutinho money go really well.
Well, they're still using that.
I think they are, because I'm sick to death of hearing how Klopp had to spend more money than all the previous fucking Premier League winners to win the trophy. He's outspent everybody. They're now outspending everybody again. But you'll always hear, "Oh yeah, but we sell players, we make money." The Coutinho money, yeah. They've bought 4 players now, is it, and set new world records for the price they paid for a player. But they don't spend money. Liverpool don't spend money, but they've set world records on fucking.
We're forever talking about how stupid.
I was going to say, but you look at their business this year. They've signed probably the best left back from the Premier League last season. Kirkes.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue
Team of the season.
They've probably signed one of the best right backs in Europe potentially at the moment.
Trent Alexander. Oh no, he's the one that fucked off.
No, Frimpong is a fantastic replacement.
He is very, very, very good player. I think the thing is
Wirtz is obviously a good player.
He's the most highly rated
biggest,
midfielder in Europe at the moment.
But
whether he does it in the Premier League is
the biggest risk that I find for him is the adaptability from the Bundesliga to the Premier League is a big jump.
I don't think they'll have a problem. It's a very similar league.
Some players can do it.
I don't think it's that dissimilar a league.
I mean, let's face it, Haaland didn't exactly take long to settle.
No.
And
Sancho?
They reckon Wirtz... Yeah, but Sancho's... Not only is he English, he's got
the attitude?
English lazy mentality.
His attitude's the one that lets him down. Yeah.
He reminds me of that... was it Ravel Morrison from Man United? Like, Ferguson was like, this is the best kid I've seen ever, hands down. But his attitude just... It just meant he was bang average.
And on the odd occasion, you'd see him play, and you would understand where Fergie was coming from.
Yeah, you saw the first few games, and you're like, I think Ferguson's full of shit. And then all of a sudden, he had this game, and you're like, wow, if he played like that all the time...
Even when he was at West Ham.
He'd already be one of the best in the world.
West Ham, he'd have like 1 or 2 games where he was just completely unplayable, and then you'd see other games where you could see he just couldn't be fucking arse.
Yeah, but you could see that's what it was as well. It's not that
his attitude.
It's not that he couldn't, just that he didn't want
attitude.
it. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame because it does ruin some players, and Sancho definitely seems to be one. But in saying that, take yourself back to 17 years old. Mm-hmm. Right, we all loved playing football. Okay.
Yeah.
Albeit you were more hockey. Weirdo. So take yourself back to 17, and somebody comes up to you, and they say, "Okay, we're going to sign you to a pro contract. We're going to give you game time.
Yeah.
Here's 300 grand a week."
Thank you.
That is going to change your mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you are. I don't give a shit who you are. Someone all of a sudden just coming up to a teenager and going, here's a lottery win.
It's going to be one hell of an ego
every month for the rest of your playing days.
Some players are just going to sit there and think, I don't have to work as hard now.
You telling me when that first check, that 300 grand a week, so what's that, 170 grand a week after tax, give or take? That's a lot of money. It's 340 a fortnight.
Oh, I bet you
It's fucking six.
I bet you their bank account's pretty much at zero by the end of the first week because they've gone out and bought a car and stuff.
Your first pay is £700,000 for that month. Mm-hmm. That's going to change a youngster's life immediately. Then you've got all the bonuses that were on top. Like 700,000 is just your base wage. If you've made an appearance, you've probably got another 20 grand thrown in there. Do you know what I mean? And all these things, it's going to change you. Yeah. It's like we're slagging off all these kids. Like, look at Saka and Skelly. I think they've done pretty well considering they've had all this money thrown at them. You've got that young kid at Newcastle. It's Anderson. Then you had the 2 brothers. Yeah. You could see that they were on big money, be it 70, 80 grand a week or whatever it was. Big fucking money. Attitude didn't change. They just got on with it and did what they needed to do on the pitch. Fucking love seeing that. But then you do get players like, for me, Dele Alli was one. Aubameyang, when he got really big money at Arsenal, just stopped. Sancho, he got the move. Big money coming back to Man United. Couldn't be fucking bothered. Went to Chelsea, had maybe 2 games where he thought, fucking hell, I think this move's done him good. Yeah. Nah. Then just went exactly back to what he was. Can't be arsed.
And then just gets his name back in the tabloids and in the shop window, scores the fucking goal in the Conference Cup final.
Yeah. But
I mean, there's glimpses there, but is he going to stay in the Premier League or does he need to go abroad again?
He needs to go abroad because he can't hack it in the Premier League. Anyway, that started because I asked you about your transfer business.
I know.
Oh, we haven't asked you about yours yet.
Just,
Have you heard any transfer rumours for Leeds?
one or two, but nothing's. There's a bunch of players I've never heard of, basically.
Wonderful.
Yeah, striker left. There's still been linked with the Swedish left back because apparently he was at Thorpe Arch the other week, so he might have already done his medical and they're just waiting until the first. Who knows? But apparently we're after Lyon's keeper, who's a Brazilian lad, really quite highly rated.
Have you YouTubed him yet?
Nah. One of his old managers said he's the best keeper in the world and blah blah blah, as they do. But he is quite highly rated. Ramsdale's going to Rangers, apparently. That's one I saw.
Times.
Well, I haven't seen that one yet.
I get a lot of the Rangers ones because obviously 49ers own both now. So my feeds tend to link in.
Do we need him? I mean, Jack Butland's not exactly a bad keeper.
No, he's not. But if you can take,
so does
like
Rams.
For me, Ramsdale's better than Butland, but then I'm a fan of Ramsdale anyway.
Yeah.
So
no.
My view is slightly warped.
But I've seen Chelsea again.
Yeah. Well, Chelsea want another goalkeeper.
Want him. But
they have only
is
got
he number
7,
one?
so they're short keepers
Well, they're on
at
about
the moment.
Petrovic for Leeds, but
I like the idea of a loan. He's obviously on a contract that's long enough that we could afford to send him out on loan.
As long as they cover
And
his
then if
wages.
we go back up next season, there's no reason why he doesn't play
Do you
another
reckon
year
your-
and
do you
get
reckon your owners
relegated
are bright
another
enough
time.
to think of that?
We've got a new director of football, so I hope that he is smarter, because the players that have left so far, Sulemana and Anachu, are not exactly, and we've got good money for them, in my opinion. We've obviously made a loss on them, but I think that the fee that we've got is quite smart. Them leaving is really good business, and there's certain players that are out there, like, I will say, Tyler Diblin. Does he absolutely leave this summer? Because he showed sparks of, firstly, he's not going to be breaking into I don't think, even if he moves to the Premier League team, I don't see him breaking into that England setup.
Right,
so
if he moves to a
need
Premier League
leave?
team, I don't see him getting the game time he gets at Southampton.
No. So is a year in the Championship, because last year was his breakthrough season and he didn't play every game. He never played full 90 minutes. Mm-hmm. Does a year in the Championship do him good, especially
we know
if he
it
goes
does.
winning?
It's whether or not he's willing to do it. We know it's the best choice for him to stay at Southampton for at least another 12 months.
I think so.
We all know that is in his best interest.
Probably is.
But again, it goes
you'd
back to
say
the same
that
thing.
about
If
Archie
somebody
Gray
comes
last
up
year.
to you and says they're offering £80 million, you're going to get 10 million of that, like that, and they're going to pay you 100 grand a week. Are you going to go, no thanks, it's best for my career that I stay on 20 grand a week at Southampton? I'm making numbers up.
So Archie Gray, he played more games last season than
Had no choice.
Yeah.
That's by dumb luck.
But he didn't play in his position.
No.
He played centre back and right back. He's a
He
DM.
hasn't got right now. He hasn't got a position right now, and the guy, he wasn't even playing many minutes in the under-21s tournament. He played the first game. He played a minute in the semi-final, I think it was, and he was an unused substitute in the final. And you'd have thought, oh, Archie Gray's an older player. He's got the experience. You'd have thought, oh, he's going to start. No.
No, not at all. Found that player I was on about. Nikola Kristovic. He plays for Nice. He scored 11 goals last season.
Nice?
Yeah, in France. He scored 4.
Oh, I thought he was on about Italian then. Lecce or whatever it is. Lecce.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Sorry.
Is it in it?
Yeah.
It is in Italy,
So
isn't it?
they finished 3 points above relegation. He scored 41% of their goals.
I don't... Say his name again.
Kristovic.
No, his whole name.
Nikola Kristovic.
I don't know how you've never heard of him before.
Yeah.
a household name, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. But apparently 20 million for him.
20 million.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not bad in anybody's money, is it?
That's
these
what I
days?
mean. It looks like we're trying to punch boxes.
I mean, a bang average footballer now is apparently worth 55 million.
The thing is, you could be signing players right now to send out on loan.
Well, that was Jacques Bivol that we brought in. He only cost us 15 from Udinese.
Yeah.
And he's a fucking...
He's looking like a right player.
You don't know
because
what
I have
business.
YouTubed him. I genuinely have YouTubed him because he was banging on about him being an international. All that. I'm like, I've
fucking
never,
put Kane in his pocket in the
I have
England,
never fucking heard of this guy.
in the World Cup.
I've never heard of this guy. Don't know who he is. So I YouTubed him. Looks like a proper player. He does. Really does look good.
Yeah.
Do you have a sister club?
Pretty much anyone with the Red Bull brand at the moment.
Yeah, but like obviously at the moment,
Leipzig.
Southampton we sign players and they
Yeah.
go on loan to Turkey
Not
to
really.
Gutezpe.
No, not really.
Oh,
So-
you're on about affiliated clubs.
Yeah, affiliated,
Yeah, pretty
like
much with
same
anyone with the Red
ownership.
Bull
So
brand, yeah.
Yours will be
I
all
just
Red
don't
Bull.
know if they're actually making the loan moves over there because most of Red Bull brands are
Bigger teams.
Bigger
like Leipzig
teams.
are in the European
yeah.
competitions already.
Salzburg, they're already top of theirs, and
But seeing as Red Bull
New
are 10%
York,
owner
yeah.
of Leeds now, I'd assume we're pretty much under that umbrella.
I would say so. I would say that's what their 10% incorporates.
I would say so.
Is just the right to.
The fact that they agreed that they wouldn't brand Ellen Road as well was quite impressive.
Yeah, well, I'm just.
till
waiting.
we need money.
No?
I'm just waiting for a few years down the line when they become RB Leeds.
Well, that was the thing when all this happened, when they came in, the 49ers literally said, no, we're not changing. The name doesn't change, the stadium doesn't change, nothing changes. You can have 10%, but you're not having any, you can't brand anything. You can sponsor us, sponsorship deals are fine, have all that kind of shit. The team name doesn't change and the stadium does not change.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you go in and everything's Red Bull. Like, you go into the shop and it's all, but yeah, nothing else changed.
I mean, that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
You can't guarantee it'll stay that way because money talks.
Is it controversial if I sit here and say Red Bull's the most disgusting drink I've ever tried in my fucking life?
No, not really. I know those people that like it.
It's fucking awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
I don't drink the stuff.
I don't know what they put with it. Sugar, in itself, fucking lush. It's lush, isn't it? Lush. It's fucking lush. How can a drink that is 90% sugar taste that fucking bad? What are you putting with it? Rat poison?
10% of
It's
shit.
fucking horrible. It's like they're chasing dudes around with diarrhea going, just top the sugar up for us, mate.
I don't think it's that bad.
Energy drink. Fucking, yeah, lovely. Keep you up all night. Fucking right, we're throwing up. Fucking disgusting shit.
But yeah, we also signed that German player on a free so far. But other than that, it's all rumours and...
Well, we've signed Zubimendi for the 5th time
But he's actually,
this year.
But he's actually signed this time.
Actually signed, apparently.
He looks like... I'm sorry, he does look like a good player.
Yeah, he does look like a good player.
It's just
In
not,
a position
you don't need.
we've already got good players. The thing is, we kind of... Like, this is... I know this is going to come as a shock. Right, so brace yourself. We need a striker. I don't know if anyone's told you, right? But we're in need of a striker. And I know you're shocked. I can see it in your face. I get it. We need a fucking striker. Right? And we haven't signed one since Wenger was there. What the fuck is going on? It just doesn't make fucking sense. We need a striker.
There's no strikers on the market available
Here's Gabriel.
because nobody's signing strikers.
Are we doing this?
Yeah, we're doing
Are
this.
we doing this?
We're doing this.
There's no
Lord
strikers on the
Bamford's
market.
available.
Isak wasn't available.
Could be for the right money.
No, I mean when
Liverpool didn't wanna get
when
him.
Newcastle bought him
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool
because he
didn't
wasn't
get him.
available. Matata,
Yeah.
he wasn't
I'm surprised
available.
we didn't sign him just because it sounds like Arteta. He's trying to make a fucking team.
Perhaps
of
he was
mini-me's,
too
isn't
good.
he? Is there any Spaniards available at the moment that play up front? They're decent. Maybe they fucking bomb chums with Arteta and he might sign one of that. We need a fucking
Probably
striker.
like Ferran Torres. He was
He's a
he
fucking
left.
great striker
I
as
know
well,
when he
you know.
left
City.
City, so he would have been
Do you know, we
available.
were linked to him
Yeah,
because we're fucking linked to
you
everybody in the
you
world.
got Jesus.
It's not a striker. It's not a striker.
Neither was Torres, though.
Yeah, but at least he plays football like a striker when you put him up front. Gabriel Jesus plays like a deep lying forward that doesn't want to score goals. He's allergic to the ball hitting the back of the net.
Oh, you got Marino now up front. He's fully trained.
Yeah, with a sub striker of Carvalho. No, what's his fucking name?
Calafiori.
That's the badger. Calafiori. Forgot his fucking name. It's been that long since he played.
So you don't need him. You don't need a striker.
We need a striker.
I'm going to love it when we return after our break and Arsenal still haven't signed a striker. That first episode is going to be meant.
Right.
As that door shuts.
We are good as it slams shut because the transfer window has to slam shut. It can't just close normally. The thing with it is, right, is I can tell you now we are not going to sign a striker this window. And if we do, it will be some 14-year-old from Dagenham and Redbridge that we've been told is the next big thing.
Yeah.
I don't think Dagenham and Redbridge are actually a thing anymore, but you get the idea. Because
one of them teams that cheats that plays two teams.
Yes.
Like Rushden and Diamonds.
Yeah.
They definitely.
Or Brighton and Hove Albion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unfair.
It's cheat. Well, Klopp didn't like it, did he, when Brighton beat Liverpool?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we are going to. I think we're going to go to a break now. Yeah, we'll go to a break now, and then we shall join you, lovely people, very shortly. Hello and welcome back from the break. We're having a good debate before we went to break, and we'll continue that, I think.
Yeah.
So, yes, we've been linked with every striker that is basically considered a striker, and we're not going to buy any of them because that's what we do.
Yeah.
Tottenham love our academy. Apparently, they've just agreed a 7-figure fee for one of our.
Gray.
Olivia Boast.
Who?
Yeah, he's Oliver Boast. I just like to make it sound a bit more fancy. Olivia. Nah, just young kid called Oliver. Nothing special. He's decent. He's not as good as Harry. Nowhere near as good as Harry. But yeah, Tottenham they've agreed a fee for the 15-year-old.
Does Harry Gray stay with you this season, or would you want him to go out on loan?
I'd like to send him on loan. I know it sounds stupid.
What position does he play?
Striker.
Oh, he's an out-and-out striker.
And he's
Out.
Can we let him?
Yeah. I was just
We
more
haven't got a
thinking,
fucking striker.
you know,
League One Championship. 16-year-old kid, get him in there. He's only 16. Gotta be careful.
So was Wayne Rooney.
I'm like, would we benefit from that sort of striker? Is he any
You'd
better
benefit
than
from any sort of striker.
I don't know. I look at the Championship and I think, you know,
Harrison.
keeping Cameron Archer, you know, he might do all right in the Championship.
I would rather start Harry over Cameron Archer.
Of course you would, because you're a Leeds fan that wants Harry to be as good as Archie.
No, yeah, but he won the trophy, the FA trophy thing. Can't think what it's called. You know the one where they put the B teams and the lower tier teams in. What's it fucking called?
I'm waiting for you to come up with it.
The Special Needs Cup.
Wow.
The one for
I don't think that's the official name of it, Jim.
your lower league teams, and they a couple of the big boys have got their B team in.
You
there
mean
and
the JPT,
stuff. No,
the auto glass, the John Smith trophy, whatever it was.
Johnston Paint Trophy
Yeah.
at one point, wasn't it?
No,
Well, that's the
that-
JPT.
I don't think that's the one I'm on about. There's a hold on, I'll find it.
Or is it the Vanarama now?
That might be it. There's like a cup where some of the bigger teams.
It's
have got
League
like
One,
Yeah, the-
League Two, and
you
the
have
academy sides.
academies
Yeah.
are in there.
Yeah,
We won that.
I think it's the
And he scored in
Vanarama.
the final.
Your academy won it.
No, it wasn't that, because they didn't win it. They didn't win the Vanarama. I can't remember who did win it. I kind of want to know who won it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it wasn't
they're
them.
Both on the phones googling now. This is, makes for an interesting podcast.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Who won the Vanarama Cup?
Yeah, exactly.
National League. The National League Cup, it's called.
National League Cup.
The National League Cup.
So it's a bit like the Carling Cup, then. Well, the Carabao as it's now called. I don't know why I keep calling it
It's
the
some
Golden Goal.
fucking little trophy where they put the academies in and some of the lower league teams.
Yeah, I think it was the JPT, wasn't it? But it's
Yeah.
now just sponsored by Vanarama.
Yeah, that's what it's called now. It's the National League Cup final.
And who won it?
Under 21s Leeds.
It's just called the EFL trophy now. Peterborough United won it.
Right, so you are on about two different competitions.
Yeah,
then.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I can't remember what this one's
Yeah,
called.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I
that's
was
right. We were just
thinking
trying
one.
because we thought it was the one that it
Yeah,
isn't.
yeah.
We were both
Yeah,
thinking of the
because
same
when they said
tournament,
academy,
and I was a little bit confused as to why Leeds
it
won
was
it when
Peterborough.
I didn't think Leeds had won it.
Who won
although-
it for the third time? Peterborough. And Bristol City have won it 3 times as well.
Congrats to Peterborough.
I know we've won it.
That time they won something.
Arsenal have never won
Peterborough.
it
What is it with Peterborough and just
Arsenal
finding
have never
amazing
won it.
strikers
Do you know
out of
what?
nowhere?
I'm happy Arsenal have never been low enough to win that.
though. That's what we did. Singer Games, Johnson's Paint Trophy, you'll never win that kind of thing. You know, when they're talking about champions of England
Do
and
you
stuff
reckon-
like that,
when you're
that's
like
what
8-0
we
down?
do.
Do you reckon they'll have a new one? You'll never score more. Less. You'll never score less. We are Southampton. You'll never score less.
You were
Pretty
bad.
much.
You were
No
pretty
shit,
bad.
Sherlock. We were embarrassing. I'm hoping
Anyway.
for a better season.
You need a fucking better season.
Not hard.
Hoping for a better season. I'd be fucking demanding a better season.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm interested to see the players that he gets to stay, who wants to play for Will still. And it's
I
gonna
don't
be
think
interesting.
any of them are going to want to play for Will still.
our first game's going to be on TV, which is good. It was always going to be on TV as soon as it was announced. It was
to be
guaranteed.
fair, once Will still was your manager.
No, it's because we got Wrexham as the opening game.
Fucking hell.
So that
You've
was a
just employed Will
guaranteed.
Still, and you've got Wrexham.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
That was a
definitely gonna be
guaranteed-
box office.
That was guaranteed. As soon as it was like that, Southampton Wrexham, I was like, well, that is like the
And then you've
the
added,
prime time
added
game
to it
of
by
that
employing Will
weekend.
Still,
Yeah.
the football manager himself.
Yeah. So yeah, that was.
How many more guys do you reckon now are going to apply for jobs off the back of what they've done on Football Manager? I bet there'll be fucking loads.
I bet you it's always happened.
Yeah, it's just normally people don't like.
They've not been successful. Perhaps he
Bother.
had more to him than that. That was just
I think
A
he's got a
part.
ruckload of qualifications as well, hasn't
yeah.
he? Yeah, I don't think he's a daft guy in any stretch of the imagination. Like, I think he's pretty smart, pretty clued up.
But
But even
it's
so, he's still
He
got a
does
job
seem
on
to
the
be
back of
doing a
Football
decent
Manager.
job, though. Let's be honest.
Well, let's see how he gets on with
Oh, we'll see.
Southampton. 'cause
I'm
this
not
is definitely-
disappointed.
I'm not.
I'd have been
Yeah.
more disappointed if it was a manager like Steve Cooper or something. And I'm not saying he's a bad manager. I just don't know if he fits.
He's saying he's bad, man. You'd have taken Steve Cooper.
If I was in the Championship, yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's a gamble.
It's like, what did he do with Notts
Well,
Forest?
so is that
That's
one.
the most
What
subtle
did he-
way
what
of
did he-
saying
what
it.
did he
Just
do with
think
Notts
it's a
Forest?
shit
Oh, that's
manager.
right,
and
yeah,
all
about
that.
to get relegated, and then he's took him straight into the fucking Premier League. Yeah, I'll take Steve Cooper.
I just don't know if
Fucking
I'm...
dead and buried. But 10 games in, dead and buried. No one's interested. Forest are going down. Steve Cooper comes in. Whee, Premier League. Yeah, I'll take it.
How's it go?
Whee, Premier League. So it's the opposite of Southampton. Whee!
We
Relegation.
went we, just a normal way. We down, down we go.
So it's become habit now because my lady does that to me all the fucking time.
What good?
What goes
Every
down?
time I say something, she'll go, "What was that?" Makes me repeat it. So sorry, but yeah, just look daft as fuck. I wish you were on camera half the time. To be fair, you need a new job
No,
so we can get you on camera.
I like my job.
He probably still wouldn't be on camera.
Why not?
It
Don't
would.
know. Just saying it,
It would.
just because can.
My lady's eldest wants to teach us a TikTok dance. You'd have
Yeah.
to do it in disguise, obviously.
I'm not doing
You could do it like Santa.
Not last year.
Yeah, because you've already got your Santa disguise. I come across that the other day. I was
Oh, do you know where the beard is?
It'd probably be the worst dance ever.
we could get another.
We've probably
it's
got
not
no rhythm, no movement.
Probably. I haven't got any rhythm, and movement is lacking because of the weight.
All I'm saying is guilty feet ain't got no rhythm.
Guilty feet. Yeah, that didn't you? Guilty.
Mm.
What are you guilty of? What are you doing?
Probably a lot of things.
but we'll see.
I know he's been on 37 dates in the last 7 days.
That's impressive.
It's good, isn't it? It's good.
Yeah.
Speed dating, so there's like, you know, still 37 though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking loads of them. Yeah, I think Mike was the best one, wasn't
Nah, Tom was way better.
he? Nice. Tom Selleck.
That's the one.
His big moustache. He tickled me when
Who
he
wants a
kissed. It was
moustache
lovely.
ride?
So where do you feel your season's gonna head right now? Are you concerned of top 4 as we joke that
Top
not
4's not happening. If it stays how it is.
So who are
top-
you putting in the top 4 right now?
Liverpool, City, Chelsea, and I'm gonna go
And see, right now I'm probably agreeing with that in that order right now.
with
Nah, I'm dropping Chelsea out of that.
maybe-
I think Newcastle.
I
will be
think
higher
Chelsea are
than
going to be
Chelsea's.
really good.
I think Newcastle will
I
be
think
good.
Newcastle will probably be 4th.
Oh, it depends on their transfer business though, and who goes out. I think they're
If
in
they
a risky
lose
kind of-
Isaac, that will change.
Oh god, if they lose Isaac, it's over.
and he's a potentially going Liverpool.
I,
And I mean that only makes them even stronger.
Mhm.
Sorry, if
Like I
they
say,
get him,
Liverpool
that's
making that Coutinho money go long distance.
well,
I mean, they've already spent, what is it, 210 million or something stupid?
They
and then,
probably
and then it's
will.
going to cost another 80 for Isaac. I don't think they got the money.
80 for Isaac,
Hmm.
and the rest.
Yeah, that's my
They-
point.
they were
Where are they getting the
good
money
for
from?
80.
My point is where they're getting the money from.
the Trent Alec. Oh no,
Yeah,
that was only a few million.
yeah.
10 million, wasn't it, just
Yeah.
to get Liverpool some money,
Yeah.
and then all the abuse that
Yeah.
came with it.
So I'm a bit curious to where they're getting their next Premier League record transfer fee from. I'm a bit keen-
It'll have to be more than Verts to get Isaac away from Newcastle.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering. That's why I don't think they'll get him. I don't think they've got the money.
I think they'll get him.
Or has Salah signed a new contract so he gets sold for mega money?
One of the Saudi clubs will be daft enough to pay 130 million for
Of course they
Salah,
would.
won't they?
Of course it would.
And we'll give you £70 million a month. Because they're just fucking idiots over there, aren't they? We want our league to be one of the best in the world. Nobody gives a fuck. You could sign every player in the Premier League right now. We still wouldn't watch your fucking Saudi
But if
league.
you were Liverpool, you'd want to be selling Salah for mega money, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
'cause you
While
wouldn't
you've
wanna
got the
lose it.
chance.
You wouldn't want to lose it.
I don't think I'd expect mega money for a fucking 32-year-old with dodgy fucking hamstrings.
I think right now you would get mega money for him.
You would.
From stupid clubs like Saudi, but not not from actual clubs that are looking to compete.
Well, you've got to
Nobody's gonna-
think
no-
that
nobody's
Ronaldo's
gonna
on
go up to a
stupid
fucking-
money still.
Nobody's going to go up to a fucking 15-year-old car with no MOT and spend a fucking fortune on it.
Because Ronaldo signed a
That's
new
basically
2-year
what Salah
contract,
is.
hasn't he? And he earns
Yeah, but
stupid
Ronaldo's a
money.
brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
CR7
Ronaldo, you've
is
got,
a brand.
You've got
It's not-
everything that comes with him. You've got his 12 million followers or whatever it is, and you've got all the glamour and the hype that comes
Yeah.
with it. Salah doesn't have that.
Yeah.
He's boring. He's not in the sidelight. And I mean this respectfully, because most footballers, like Ronaldo, are in the fucking spotlight. They throw themselves out there.
Do you sign him in hope that his son is half as good as he is?
With Ronaldo.
Yeah. To hopefully keep him.
Ronaldo or
Yeah.
Salah?
No, Ronaldo, we're on at this point.
I mean,
his son started off a fairly decent career so far.
yeah, but I mean,
got a half decent-
Brooklyn Beckham looked like he was going to be a decent footballer at one point. He looked really good as a youth, and then just decided he was more into makeup and
Yeah, maybe he
boys.
just didn't want it.
No, he
The
didn't,
Beckham
'cause
kids didn't want it.
Well, no, because you can't make Billy Elliot play football, can you? But like the point is, you don't know right now that Salah's son desperately wants to play football.
Well, we
You
said
just know that he's doing
Ronaldo.
it.
We're on about
because-
Ronaldo's son and Ronaldo.
I
That's
know,
what I mean.
so
Sorry,
stop.
Yeah, but he scored.
Ronaldo's
Did you
son.
see the
Yeah,
goal
but
he
he
scored
is.
for the Portugal team? The,
He's
under-
looking. He's looking
Under
phenomenal.
17s, was it?
Oh,
But
we're talking obviously kids and stuff like that. So that brings on an
I'm not,
interesting
sure,
thing.
I'm not sure if I like where this conversation's going.
No,
right.
we are.
I'm off.
So it was
We
the
were talking kids.
Douglas Louise and Alicia Lehman, where she
Yes.
said that it wasn't fair and equal pay, and
Yeah.
and
Well,
they've turned around
hang on.
saying that the under-15s boy team should get paid as
I would
much
say,
as the women's
absolutely. All
team.
15-year-old boys who play for an academy should now be paid the same as the equivalent women's team.
Couldn't agree more. Because they fucking annihilated them.
Yeah.
I won't lie though. If someone said to me, "Your job for today is to mark Alicia Lehman," mate, I would be 5 feet away from her. At any
What
point.
is the
50, yeah.
fucking fascination with Alicia Lehman? I don't get it. She's not attractive at all.
All I'm going to say is peach.
All I'm going to say is wrong. I don't see the fascination with this Alicia Lehman. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry. There it is. I will die on that hill.
That's fine.
I do not understand the fucking fascination with that woman.
But yeah, I do find it funny that
Are you a Lehman fan?
I feel pretty dodgy because I know that girlfriend's going to be listening to a pod, but
Hang on. Are you buying the Alicia Lehman calendar this year?
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not buying a calendar.
Calendar.
But no,
Do
I
you
will
think
say.
she's an attractive woman? You can have an opinion on that, surely, without getting in trouble.
Yeah,
Fucking
I mean,
hell.
she's got. It's the thing with her attraction is it is the arse.
I don't get it because it's not my thing. I just the massive arse thing. It's just no.
Yeah.
It's not attractive.
Yeah.
It's just because I've got a massive arse. You would think that I would then like it to be attractive. It's just not. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just because she's not attractive at all. And when you're with someone, it's not like you're staring at their arse all the time, is it?
I quite often stare at
Yeah, quite often. But
Excuse me,
90,
can you just go and get that for me?
No, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I play that card quite a lot myself.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't stare at my lady's arse all the time because most of the time we'll be sat on the sofa or we'll be walking around town or we'll be doing something.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at a face most of the time.
But when you've
So
got
I
the
want-
opportunity to,
I want
you
the
do.
face to be the most attractive thing,
Yeah.
not the arse. Like obviously, the arse is attractive, so I will play that game where
Yeah.
I get her to pick stuff up that I don't have any interest in,
Yeah.
just so I can see my arse. But the whole massive arse thing, it's not for me. Not for me. I don't get it.
I might play that game again before this episode comes out.
Because he knows that once this episode's out, you're fucked.
No, it's fine because
she's gonna go fuck yourself.
because she will have listened to it, and I will make a point that's saying I've done it, and you didn't know, and I pre-planned it, so I've called it now, but you don't know I've called it, but you will when you've listened to it, and it's already
so
happened.
threatening, that did, didn't it? That sounded really threatening.
No,
I will fucking make you
I
bend over.
will.
Bend over, you fucker.
You will.
Tim, just pick that up for a second.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm going to do that. I'm going to drop something on the floor, and I'm going to say, "Can you pick that up for me?"
Please?
Yeah. So that's going to happen now.
And I hope that when she hears this pod, you just receive a message that says, prick.
It'll be on Tuesday night. I'll let you know. On Tuesday night. Tuesday night, I'll know this answer.
Just one word. Because she probably will text you, don't just say prick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
As
got to
long,
be done.
I'm quite happy with prick as long as it's got like me usual 3 kisses at the end of it.
Oh no,
I'm like,
no! This will be.
No.
It won't be kisses.
It'll be
It'll
an
be exclamation
exclamation
marks.
See, 'cause
Brilliant.
my lady knows what I'm doing because I'll ask for something, she give me a guard, I didn't want it really. So she knows the game I'm playing anyway.
So we need a different game for you at some point. So you get a message from her going prick, or do you get
No.
that anyway?
My message will always say the same thing, which is what's written on there.
Yeah.
She will always message me and it just says muppet
Yeah.
every time when I do something stupid.
Oh, I'm
which,
just.
I'll be honest, it's pretty often.
I'm just silly sausage.
Yeah.
Silly sausage is my
Silly
pet.
sausage. I'm not sure if I'd
name.
be comfortable with that.
I'm okay with it. It's kind of nice. It does make me
Silly
smile.
sausage.
Yeah, silly sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's nice because she says,
it's
"Oh, you're my
nice."
silly sausage," so I'm happy with it.
I don't know if that's cute or sickening. I can't work it out.
It's cute for me. It's
it's,
sickening for you listening to
I'm
it.
just gonna go out to
No,
the
no,
book.
no. It's not that. It's not that. I'm not sure if I like because I'm
Oh,
trying to picture my lady turning around to me and saying, You silly sausage. I think I'd laugh at her.
Yeah, because you could be Muppet, obviously.
I'm Muppet, but I think I'd laugh at her. She called me a silly sausage.
Twat face is probably the one I'm most associated with.
Oh, I thought it was dickhead.
No, that too. Asshole, dickhead, retard.
What pet names have you had then off ladies in the past? Like normal, not you're a wanker or whatever, because I've had loads of them.
Mm-hmm.
You must have had pet names.
I don't fucking know. Don't repent.
None that matter.
No, nothing.
Nicknames,
Nothing
pet
that's sort
names.
of like. No, I can't really think of anything that sort of like leaps to mind.
And you're a silly sausage.
Yeah.
Look at the joy in his face when he
Yeah.
used that,
sausage. Fucking.
Sounds better when she says it.
Not referring to.
I'm fairly certain she doesn't use that inflection when she
No.
says it, that's why.
No.
No, but he
Holy
does.
shit.
Sausage.
Oh, bless you. No,
Yeah.
I'm really pleased for you that you're happy.
Yeah.
And
It's a
what have
sausage.
you.
And I'm sure, like, if
Just
we
not
call
sure
you...
about that.
It's like
Just-
if we call you a Muppet, it wouldn't have the same impact.
No.
Exactly.
No, it wouldn't.
It's called a bellend.
That works. That works. I get that
So
quite
there
right
we
anyway.
go.
But yeah, I'm surprised you've never had any nicknames though.
Probably I just haven't really fucking paid attention.
Haven't paid attention. You've had long-term relationships, mate. Like, that have lasted over years, not months. And you've
Twice.
never paid attention to any form of nickname or term of endearment or the one I can't stand. The only one, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but the one name I will refuse to be called because I fucking hate babe.
Oh, you know what annoys me more
I
than
find
that?
so irritating.
No. I mean, that's fine, but the term where it's bae and then remove the B from it, that fucking pisses me off.
Yeah, but that's a youngster thing though these days.
It's a
isn't it?
dickhead
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If you're dating someone and she goes, "Bae," I'm gonna start asking for fucking ID.
Yeah.
Just say.
Your lady's younger than you, isn't she?
Yeah.
Hence the reason if she said "bae," I'd be asking her just to look out for it because
Yeah, well, I don't
I want to know
know,
if I'm
quite
calling the
stupid.
police. Or
Yeah, but
not.
it's only 4 years in it.
I thought it was a bit more than that.
No,
I
4.
got in my head that it was longer than that.
Oh, technically it's 5 right
Oh,
now
there we
till
go.
she has a birthday, and then it's back to 4 again.
I don't think it works. That's like, I'm not going into our age difference, but that's
Yeah.
there's a month between us.
Yeah.
So like, I'll go to a certain age gap
Yeah.
in the April.
You just
and
take the
then-
Yeah.
longest. You just pick the longest one and go for that.
No,
No.
because that sounds bad.
Bad for him. No, it's 4 years because it's June and August, so there's not really a lot in it.
Yours is April and May.
Yeah.
It's definitely not.
So
a lot.
not a lot in it.
No.
So
But yeah, it's
that 30-year gap, but yeah.
30-year gap.
No,
Fucking
not
hell, I'm only
30.
44.
No, we'll
Fucking
go
hell, that would-
20 years.
Jesus, what?
No. We're
Right.
joking. We're joking.
Yeah, because we have mentioned the fact that
Yeah.
I started seeing her the first time 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So let's go easy on the age gap because it
Yeah.
fucking sound horrific.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's just
Fucking
making you older. You're lying. You're not 40. You're 64.
No, I look 64. I am 44. There's a big, big difference.
Yeah.
His paper hill was all uphill. The paper round was all uphill.
Fucking what have you seen, Macclesfield? There you go, you got Bill. Silly sausage. That's going to keep me awake tonight. That is. It's dreadful. It's
It shouldn't keep you
Look,
awake.
it's the fucking name of a sandwich shop in Birmingham.
silly sausage. Is it actually?
Yeah.
No?
Has that got fucking bin bags out on the front street as well?
More than likely.
Fucking Birmingham, what a shithole. I'm happy that you're happy.
Good.
I'm very happy that you're happy. Yeah,
Silly sausage.
It's tickled him.
that's. But
That's
he's
a
gonna-
thing.
He's going to start using that to people now.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like when someone knocks on the door, it's like, "What-
You silly sausage.
have you heard of our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ? He goes, "You silly sausage.
Then shut the door.
Fuck off. Shut the door on him.
You silly bastard.
Yeah, I like keeping them talking for fucking ages.
Yeah.
Asking them loads of dumbass questions that they can't answer. I've done it loads. It's great fun. Only if I'm bored though. If I've got something to do, I'll just shut the door. What joys have you got to look forward to at work this week then, Tin Ribs?
Not much actually. Just got an easy week this week.
An easy week?
Yeah.
I think we need to go on to his boss. Change that.
So because my boss said I've got an easy week. It's supposed to be a really fucking busy one.
Definitely fucking.
And then Friday he just went, no, we're not doing it. Fuck it, no.
Right, can I have his number then, please?
Yep.
'Cause I need to talk to him and tell him that he needs to fucking slave you, basically, next week. How about you?
Just at work. But I get paid at the end of this week, so that's always a good week at work. When it finishes with payday.
So every week's good for me then.
Yeah. Same here.
Winner.
Happy days.
I couldn't go to a monthly paid job now. I don't think I could.
I'd struggle.
I'd hate it. I like being paid weekly. But then
I never liked getting paid weekly. When I was on the agency before this job and got made permanent, I was weekly, and I found it really difficult to like save because I was always paid monthly. So it was like you get paid and all your bills go out on the same day, and then whatever money you've left with is that. Whereas committing to saving each week, it's like you just end up spending more money than you've got because you've got it. Forgetting about the fact, you have to save up for like at least
4 weeks.
4 weeks
for your bills.
to pay the bills. So, yeah,
Most
unless you
people paid
divide
weekly,
it
aren't
up properly.
See, I like weekly because all I do is I just send a small amount to another account, and then that account just pays the bills, and I don't have to worry about it.
But you know how much if you set it up properly, then. But I knew it was only going to be temporary for 13 weeks, so.
He knew he was going to get taken off. That's big-headed, isn't it?
Oh, look at me. I want to get a job in 13 weeks.
You silly sausage.
Well, it ended up being about 15 weeks.
Oh, there you go.
It went into
2
Christmas.
weeks, 2 weeks later. Fuck, I haven't been taken on yet.
No, I needed
You
it
silly
for
sausage.
holiday pay that time.
Oh, okay.
'Cause it was right at the end of the year.
Well, my week's already looking good because I've got a decent run tomorrow. I have got Wakefield and Barnsley. I'm back. Or Wakefield, Barnsley, and ring the office when you're finished, which in my world means
Oops, I
Wakefield,
forgot.
Barnsley, and on your way back.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Because then they send you somewhere stupid that's nowhere near.
They've been really good of late. I mean, I've said I was talking to my lady earlier today, and she was talking to me about work, and I said, look, if work carry on the way they've been all year this year, I'll be there for the rest of my life. I'll never leave. Because this year I've had a couple of shitty days and a couple of really long days and a couple of where you go in places you really don't want to go, but it hasn't been very often. Mate, I'll be there for the rest of my natural life if it carries on the way it has been this year. I will never leave there. And the thing is I had to have Friday off at the drop of a hat because I had to go and sort something out with court.
Yeah.
And they immediately were like, yeah, you can have the day off. You can go get it. Mate, I'll be there forever. I will never ever leave that company because there's just no reason for me to do it because they're absolutely fantastic to work for. They are a good company. So yeah, I won't be leaving. He'll be where he is for the rest of his life because you know his company are the only company that want him. I don't know about you. I don't know how you feel about your job. I don't know whether you feel
I'm
like you'd
happy
be alive
enough.
for there,
I'm happy enough, but I'm not in any sort of real career kind of thing. So it depends on. There could be certain aspects.
Would you consider retraining completely to do something brand spanking like I did? Like 9 years ago, I went for a complete change. I'm like, I want to be an HGV driver. I'm going to train, and I'm going to do what I need to do, and I'm going to become a truck driver. And I fucking wish I'd done it years ago because I fucking love my job. So is there anything in your head that you're like, I wish I'd have done this years ago because I just fancy it? Or are you just sort of still going with the flow?
It's more of a flow sort of thing. 'Cause sometimes I wish that I'd done something like done a trade perhaps, like, and been skilled and to do my own kind of thing. But you know, like say if I'd have done plumbing and really enjoyed it from a young age and was doing it, because then you're working for your yourself, so to speak, and your own money if you were successful, kind of.
How old are you?
41.
41.
Yeah. It's not too late, I know, but do I actually
It's
want
definitely
to?
not too late. But my point here is, if there is anybody that is top dog at a school in this country, stop the fucking careers day at the end when we're 16 years old. 41, he still doesn't know what he fucking wants to do for a living. So we've got no chance when we're 16. I wanted to be a police officer when I was 16. And before that, before my injury, just wanted to be a footballer. Didn't want to be anything else. They sat down at careers day. Obviously, I'd had my accident and my knees were fucked. And they went, "What do you want to be?" I'm like, "Police officer." Why? Well, because my dad was, basically. I don't know other reason. I didn't really want to be, but he was, and it just seemed like an easy answer. Stop asking us at 16 what we want to do when we're older. We don't know.
I mean, I wanted
Most of
to
us don't
go on
give
a
a fuck.
career path, and I was on a career path, and, you know, and then you have kids and family, and I just wanted to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5.
What was your career path?
It was management within, you know, distribution.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, I did that for
Is that
10 years
is
or
that an
so.
anagram for gigolo?
No.
I thought he was
I thought
a
it was gonna-
subtle way of
yeah.
saying he was a pimp.
Yeah,
He was
that's it.
distributing the women
Yeah.
out left, right, and centre.
But then he got
Yeah.
married and realised it was like
I'd have
not
got-
really that good thing.
That would probably be more money.
Then I had a child, and my missus was like, "Yeah, you're not doing that anymore. I'm sick of all them women coming
But
back
no.
here being tested."
But I love working Monday to Friday, 9
It's
to
the
5.
interview process, love.
I kind of love not having responsibility at work as well, apart from like myself, but not having to tell people what to do, etc. It's kind of nice. I can go in, do my job as best as I can do, and go home.
This isn't the interview, by the way. You
Yeah.
can be honest with us. This is a safe space.
No, it's the complete
The
honest.
face
I
that
like.
goes out
For
there
somebody
into
to
the
go-
internet.
For him to sit there, it just felt wrong. Him sitting there
Oh.
going, "I want to go in, do the best job that I can." Mate, you sound like you're in an interview.
The
But that's
HR
it. But that's
HR
my
is
work
not in
ethic.
the room. Just want to say that.
That's a work ethic I had. I always want to do the best
Do you
job
know
I can do.
Do you know the worst thing about that? I know it's true because I used to work with him. And he used to work really hard in the office, and it always pissed me off because I was a lazy fucker.
You know what?
And I hate the
Is
fact
it,
that he worked
hang on,
so
it's
hard.
comments like that make me wonder if I'm the only autistic person here.
He's looking at you.
Yeah.
He's definitely not looking at me. I tell you that for a fucking fact. There's fuck all organised or that disorganised about me. I'm somewhere in the middle, which makes me normal.
No, I wouldn't say so. I think there's certain aspects where I have things that I like doing a certain way that winds me up when it's not, but then I really don't give a fuck about certain things. Like, I can be very particular about certain things and it has to be done this way, and I like there to be a reason. But when it comes to like, and then there's some people like, I stick a stamp on an envelope and stuff like that, and some people are like, it's got to be at the perfect angle or whatever, and I'm like, just slap it on,
Wow, that sounded sort of more sexual than
kind
it
of
is.
thing. So,
Yeah.
but no, I understand. I like there to be logic in certain things, and when there's no logic, it kind of can piss me off a bit because I'm like, there should be a logical answer, and there isn't.
I think certain things is normal because when I go to visit somebody, or if I go to a meal out somewhere that I normally go to a meal out with, right? I like to have the same parking space every time I go, and it bugs me if I can't have it. But I don't think I've got any tisms. I just like to have that parking space. Toilet roll. It's got to hang the right way. It's got to hang the right way. Because if it doesn't, it's fucking annoying. Like, there's only one way for a toilet paper to hang.
Is it the front of the mullet?
It's the front, obviously.
Thank God for that.
Obviously, it has to be the front. Anything else is wrong.
Mullet, I don't get it.
Because they're wrong, tin ribs.
I know.
They're wrong.
I know.
Oh, I don't. So what about the fact that I don't have a toilet roll holder?
So what do you do with your toilet roll?
I just put it on the back of the
God.
thing.
Oh my god.
You silly sausage.
Sometimes it's fallen and it might be on the floor.
It's falling into the
That's the most annoying thing that can ever happen.
Buy a toilet roll holder, then. And then it won't happen because it'll be on the fucking hole. Facing out.
So
Not down the back.
Down
No,
the back.
no.
I'd do that just to piss you off.
I know you would. Now,
Mate, I'm telling you now, if I came round and found that, every roll would be in the toilet.
Nah.
I'm not. I was going to say that he'd block your pipes, but that sounds way worse than I meant it. The toilet roll's got to hang the right way.
Yeah. I would stick it that way.
But I wouldn't say I've
right
got.
way.
I wouldn't say I've got autism, but I like that. Like if I go to a restaurant or a pub or anything like that, which is pretty fucking rare, but if I do, I go to the loo. I have to use the same urinal or cubicle. Always.
OCD then.
It's like you have to reverse into a parking space.
You have to reverse into parking spaces. It's the law.
It's
should be-
not.
No,
You
it's,
should be-
it's what competent people do.
It's the law.
I 9 times out of 10 will throw my car and reverse in, but if I'm just going, but there'll be certain car parks where I'll go in forward.
No.
It's like
The only time I'll go in forward is if I know I'm loading something large into the back.
Acceptable.
That's the only time.
It's
Any
like
other
if
time-
I pull into a space and I'm driving direct and it's straight in front of me forwards, I'll drive into it forwards because reversing out, if I've got to reverse out in a straight line, that's just easier. Because why would I go...
Is it me that just got...
Okay,
To
so
actually
here you
listen to
go.
that.
So you've got the space directly in front of you and,
done yet?
and
It's
the
gone.
car park goes round to the right. Why would you
Little
go round
extreme.
to the right to reverse in when you can just go directly forward, reverse
Do you know
out
what? And
and go?
I'll explain why. There's
Yeah.
2 reasons why.
Yeah.
Because I know, he fucking knows. That's why he reverses. You fucking know. When you're going forwards, some cunt with blacks out windows will fucking go in forwards next to you on both sides. And you can see fuck all when you're reversing out.
Why?
Fuck
You
all.
don't need to look, because all you got to do is look directly backwards.
Not if there's fucking angles left and right as well.
But there is none, because you've gone directly in forward and there's a massive space, there's a massive road behind you.
Yeah, I'm not happy. I'd still reverse in.
Yeah, which would be more effort.
Yeah, but I find reversing park.
And it's
I
like,
find
when I
reverse
park-
parking easier than going forwards when I'm parking.
What annoys me as well is when you've got a whole car park where there's loads of spaces and
Some
somebody
twat
parks,
parks next to you.
or the person that you're in the car with parks next to a parked car.
I would say something.
What?
I swear
I
to
do-
God. I swear to God. It's never going to happen because my lady understands that I can't be a passenger in a car. So luckily it's never going to happen for me. But if she was driving and we went to a car park that was empty bar one car and she went to park next to that car, I'd have to say something. I would have to sit there and go, what are you doing?
I mean, I did. When we actually went to MacArthur Glen and she parked next to a parked car, I was more thankful the fact I was a passenger and there wasn't a car next to me, because that would have really pissed me off if it was on my side.
Yeah,
the fact it was on her side made it a little bit better,
No.
but still
I'd have
annoyed
said
me.
something. I'd have said, what are you doing?
And
What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's just weird. What are you doing? Don't park next to
Funny.
the only fucking car in the
Yeah.
car park. It doesn't make any sense to me.
And then one that would happen as well, if somebody says to me, could you park further away from the store? I would
yep.
deliberately
Fucking
park
right I can.
the furthest
Yeah.
spot away from the store at
I'd
that
move it
point.
then
That's
and I'd
how
go
childish
miles.
I would
Yeah,
be.
it's
I
pretty
would,
petty.
I would totally be the same way.
Yeah.
100%.
Because I drive,
100%.
because I'll
The
drive
only person
past,
I wouldn't do it with is my mum because she can't walk.
because I'll drive past all the spots, and like there can be, and if there's a parked car there, if I know there's going to be a spot where there isn't a parked car next to me, I will find it first, and that'll be the
I'm
first
not that
spot.
bad. I'm not that bad. Like, if there's a space near the store that I can park up and have enough room to get out, I'll use it. As long as I can reverse it and not be weird and going forwards. But I won't specifically look for a space that's got 2 spaces next to it. Because you know for well you're going to come out, someone's going to be parked there
Yeah.
anyway.
I think it works on the whole urinals front as well, doesn't it? Where you have to go to the
Don't
furthest
stand
one
next
first.
to somebody when you're on your own at the urinal. Service stations. Fucking hell, service stations.
You start off
You'll go in-
at the furthest point away, and
It's not
then the
even that.
next
It's not even
person
that.
should be the
It's not
furthest
even
point
that.
away from
You
you.
go into a service station toilet right now. I drive nights, so like if I'm absolutely bursting for a pee, go into services. 2 in the morning, 3 in the
Yeah.
morning. There's nobody
Not many.
around. You walk into a service. I don't know the last time you went to a services. I know you don't do a huge amount of driving on the motorway, but you go in and there's, I don't know, 1,000 fucking urinals around. There's fucking loads of them. So I'll go sort of, 3/4 of the way up, just a random urinal there. Don't come and stand next to me when I've intentionally walked that far away, because it's fucking weird.
Do you ever say anything?
Yes.
I believe you would.
Fucking right I would. What are you doing?
You do realise next time I'm going to stand next to you and go, call that a dick.
No, I don't. I call it twinkle twinkle.
But
Oh,
yeah,
look, it's a penis
but there's
on the floor.
certain. It's like if there's 4 urinals there, you go on the N1. Then the next person goes in the N1, and then if 2 people are there, you go in the cubicle.
If somebody's on that
Next.
end one and somebody's on that end one, and the only place to go is next to one of them, I expect to hear a tut before they fucking go to that urinal. If they're not tutting, I'm
No, you
fucking
go the
like,
cubicle
Are
next."
you enjoying this?
I'll stand there with a giggle on my face and big smile and, hi, how are you doing?
That I couldn't cope.
Do you know why?
I couldn't cope.
Because I guarantee I'll be on my own in about 2 seconds' time.
Oh, if you were the one waiting, not the one. I thought if you were the one joining.
Yeah. So you come in, you're waiting, just go stand next to them and go, hi, how are you doing? You're going to be on your own in a second anyway, because they're going to fucking leave. It's great.
Unfortunately, at a football game, and you go at half time or something, you're pretty much touching,
Excuse me.
not parts.
I'm on about you.
Add more to
I'm
that.
not putting context. I'm on about putting people off by chatting about. He's on about fucking going next to him shaking, you know what I mean?
We needed to add more context there,
You needed loads more context.
which I did add that.
I don't
after.
even know what box to put that in, but if
I
we,
meant like
What?
shoulders.
If I-
We're winning, aren't we?
he needs to be on camera.
No, yeah.
Needs to be on camera. I don't expect it. Like in that sort of situation, I'd wait for the cubicle because I can't be doing. Because the guys are looking, and not for me.
Really?
Not for me.
What?
Have you not seen that a load?
Oh, that must be an Arsenal thing then.
Must be.
There's absolutely no need for that. Like that's bang out of order.
Well,
'Cause-
yeah, well, clearly that's not a thing at Southampton games.
Is
So
it not? 'Cause
no,
you got the ones
and
that like
he's
going
saying
down.
it, and he's
Yeah, but the thing is, we know full well when I said, oh yeah, we're winning, aren't we? We know it's not a Southampton thing.
It's definitely
Yeah.
not a Southampton. It's not really an Arsenal thing anymore. But yeah, I couldn't be doing the shoulder to shoulder thing while I'm trying to have a piss.
Yeah.
That would mortify me.
See, you know when
Yeah.
you've got that single trophy right, you'd have to.
I can't.
Oh, let me-
no.
Shoulder
Hell,
shot, let me
that
muzzle
is
in, lads.
hell on earth.
Hello, lads, how you doing?
No, that's
Muzzling in
fucking torture. I can't do the open trough one. No, I can't. I'd rather wait for the right.
there. What you do, you stand at the end and go,
cubicle.
oh, who's got the kidney stone?
Fucking, you'd know because they would go ah with a piss. Fucking kidney stones hurt like fuck. I've heard. I've
Yeah,
never
they
had
do.
one, so I don't know.
Put me out for 3 months.
Yeah,
The 8 mil one, they got stuck for 3 months.
yeah. That sounded pretty rough.
Like,
that.
straight down my back.
Mhm.
What was that? 4-5 years ago now? And I've been basically in and out
5.
for the last couple of years. Lithotrips is great, where they smash it up with vibration. Jesus Christ.
Lithotripsy?
I mean,
Lithotripsy.
you don't stand much chance when the fucking stone's bigger than the fucking thing it's
Yeah,
coming
that's-
out of. I
Yeah,
mean, you
mate,
know.
I've had that.
Wow.
Trust me, it hurts like fuck.
Of course you've
But
had
the
that.
one thing I hate is lithotripsy. They smash it with vibrations. Fuck, that hurts. Like seriously, you want to piss blood from one and everything. Horrendous. Would not recommend. TripAdvisor, 1 star, not particularly enjoyable.
I don't think they do TripAdvisor on that. To be fair,
Why not? Wolverhampton Hospital, urology.
I might do that when I get my vasectomy.
Yeah.
Came in today, had my lithotripsy. Been pissing blood for 2 days straight now.
None of
1
that
star,
sounds-
wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, none of that sounds pleasant. I've never heard of that, but it sounds more like a joke than it does a medicine.
Yeah.
What is it?
So basically, you lie there and they just get sonic sound to
If you could
smash it
see
up.
his fucking hand actions there.
It's,
They just smash the stone with sonar.
sonar. So you just bring a big dolphin into the thing, like
No, you just hear it. It just sends
That would drive me
shockwaves through your
fucking
body.
mental.
It just sends shockwaves into the stones, so when it bounces off, it cracks them up. The only problem is the guy actually. Last time I had it done, hurt like foot, and he said, "I feel sorry for you." He says, "If you'd been a fatter person, you'd be all right because it dissipates through the fat, but you're a skinny guy, so
there you go,
it's
then. I
like
wouldn't have a
it's
problem.
just smashing into all your bones." I'm like, I know.
Well, I mean, you are built like a twiglet,
I know.
which is probably why. But then, to be fair, we're all jealous of that now.
But yeah, it kind of sucks. Look it up, lithotripsy. Sucks ass.
Yeah, I might just ask my lady about it because she knows a lot about medication these days. So yeah, yeah. Don't fancy any of that, mate. Don't fancy any of that. But yes, parking spaces, toilet rolls, and cubicles.
Yeah.
Urinal. The trough urinals are fucking no. Anyway, I wouldn't use it. But,
Yeah.
that shouldn't even be humane. It just seems weird to me. The trough urinal. Not a fan.
But what about the whole wall one? Where there isn't even a trough. It's just you pee against a wall.
Yeah, no, not a thing.
Because I think it was...
Lithotripsy is a medical procedure used to break up kidney stones into smaller pieces, allowing them to be passed naturally. There is fuck all natural about pissing.
I think it was Chesterfield. I went to a game. It was Stoke away, and I think it was
Non-invasive,
Chesterfield. And you went in the bog, and like you say, you have a wall there, and about head height, you can look over and you can still see the game.
Oh, fantastic! Just don't get excited.
So you
Jesus Christ.
Oh, mate, you
honestly,
pissed on me trainers. It's alright,
honestly,
we're 1-0 up.
there's something wrong with him. More than what we already know.
I think Goodison Park was a wall as well, the away end. It's just
No,
you
it is
piss
just
up
your
a wall.
way end.
Yeah, just pissing
Just
against your own
Goodison.
supporters.
The whole of Goodison.
Just pissed against the
one
pitch.
big urine.
All right. Yeah, I never went to Goodison Park. Never been to Goodison Park.
Mm.
One of the grounds that I've never visited.
Never will.
Yeah.
Unless you go to a
Oh, so
women's
that's a
game.
I
women's
was
game.
going to say you can go to a women's game now.
Arsenal away.
Could go and watch Arsenal Everton at Goodison Park. That wouldn't be the end of the world. I quite like the fact that they've given their old stadium to the women.
I think it's a great idea. I think it's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, I think it's only going to grow the team, isn't it? Because more women are going to want to play for Everton now because they know they've got a guaranteed massive stadium every time they play.
You know, like if Everton go on, you know where some clubs go and they move to a new stadium and go on a massive losing streak. Do they then halfway through the season, if that happened, they've lost their opening like 10 games at home, do they go, can we come back till the end of the season and it's still there?
Because Arsenal have been shit for 20 years since we moved into the Emirates and we're still there.
Yeah, but you can't go back to
Albeit
Highbury,
Highbury
can
doesn't
you?
exist anymore, but that's not the point. We haven't thought about moving it now, which potentially we should. The thing is, as well, is they bang on about how amazing these new stadiums are. Right? Have you seen the overhead view of the Emirates?
Yes, at some point.
And have you seen the overhead view of the best stadium in the world, Tottenham's?
Yeah.
Same. Both shaped like a fucking toilet bowl from the top.
Yeah.
Every new stadium, there's no fucking design in it. It's just copy paste. I think they're all done by Adidas. Just fucking copy and paste it. It's the same stadium.
The problem
with
is,
slightly
where you
different
look at
shit inside
certain
the stadium.
grounds, you look at them and they go, that's iconic, that is, you know, where you think the San Siro and stuff, you just wouldn't build a stadium
old
like
Wembley.
that.
Literally, as
Yeah.
we're talking about football stadiums, that's just come up. Forest. 130 million expansion.
Yeah, but at least it
Looks
looks
good.
like a football
I like it.
stadium as
Looks
well
good.
from the top. It does look nice, actually. But all football stadiums now just look like a bowl from overhead. Highbury looked like Highbury.
Yeah.
White Hart Lane looked like White Hart Lane from over the top. Stamford Bridge looked like Stamford Bridge. It's
Yeah, I
all
think-
shit, so. I don't like what they're doing with football stadiums now. It's just
Maybe you just can't build them like, perhaps it's just, you can't build them like they used to be built because
course they
health
can.
and
There's
safety
just- no,
kind
there's
of
just
aspect.
there's no thought process in any of the fucking designs. They're just lazy. Look at the
They
kits.
don't want to use bricks and stuff.
Look at the pretty much. Look at the kits now. They're all the fucking same.
Yeah.
There's no real design. There's a few kits.
There's a few nice
Like
kits.
I bought the Crystal Palace kit last season.
Yeah.
Because there was an actual design in it, and it was lovely kit.
I mean, Stokes away kit this season is pretty nice.
I haven't seen it.
And yeah.
Can we Google Stokes away kit for 25-26 season, please?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, mate, but I'm about to, so I will give you my opinion very shortly.
Yeah.
Purple one.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm looking forward to Macclesfield's kits. They've had some really nice kits since they've
Yeah.
reformed.
It reminds me of a goalkeeper kit that I saw.
It's based on their 92 season where they won the second division. So it's a bit part of their retro going back.
I just...
It reminds me of a goalkeeper shirt from.
I'm going to have to... You're
Recent
going to have to screenshot that and send me the pic so I can add it to the thing. But, yeah, I don't know.
But it's a Macron kit.
Yeah, I mean...
I like the
at
fact
least-
they've gone back to the old badge.
That's the other thing. Yeah.
Yeah. At least there's a design in it. I'm not a big fan of the purple colour. I think if that was changed, I think I'd like it more. So I think it's a colour thing that I don't like rather than...
You're not
'cause I'm
keen on
just
the
not a fan
colour.
of purple.
But you look at other kits and, like you say, the Adidas kits are all the fucking same. They're all base design done. Macron obviously
This
done
kit-
quite well.
This is an Adidas goalkeeper kit from last season.
Yeah.
Every single keeper in the Premier League for Adidas wore the same exact kit
Yeah.
with a different badge.
Yeah.
That's the only difference.
And this is a
Badge and sponsors the only thing
multi-award-winning
that changed.
company that obviously could have that many staff.
Multi-billion-pound company.
Yeah.
If they're getting all the Premier League, or a
They
lot
could
of the
probably
Premier League,
employ a designer for each team.
the worst thing is that they probably do, and they've just cut and copied the.
You
fucking
have to
goalkeeper
start
kit.
with the same base, so everything is the same. Everything is...
Ridiculous. The thing is, right, is the only thing that should be the same on the kits, the only thing that should be identical on every kit is the Adidas badge itself.
Yeah.
And maybe 3 lines across there, because that's what Adidas do.
Yeah.
But everything else should be different on every single kit.
Absolutely.
You should be able to design... Let's say Adidas have got every Premier League team. I know they don't, but let's just say they do. You should be able to design 20 separate goalkeeper shirts. For a multi-billion-pound company. Should be able to employ enough people to come up with 20 different designs. Now, even if your home and away goalkeeper kit was the same design and different colours, I'd be okay with that. That's fine. But have me different to what Matt Sells is wearing. Because Matt Sells was wearing the exact same kit that Martinez was wearing. And that... what's that shit keeper called?
Meslier.
David Raya was wearing. They're all wearing the same fucking design.
Meslier. Neuer.
Were you Adidas as well? I think?
Leeds. The same shirt.
Same shirt then.
It's like,
just
I'll
different
show
badge.
you a kit, and it's quite nice. It's simple, but it's where a sponsor can ruin a shirt.
The Preston kit.
The kit itself is simple, it's nice, but that
It is
whole...
quite nice.
I mean, that's...
Do you know the
That's it.
Do you know
And
the story behind that? They were on TalkSport
Yeah.
the other day. Do you know
Yeah.
the story behind it?
No.
Right, basically, Spud Brothers.
Yeah.
They came up from nothing and they bought this Spud van,
Yeah.
and they started getting big in Preston. They're both Preston fans, so they're sponsoring the team they support. Everything's done local, and they've now got places all over Europe.
Yeah.
Like they've properly built this Spud Brothers
Yeah.
company. Mate, honestly, the story behind it is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I agree.
The sponsor's fine, but it's the wrong colour. I think if they'd have done a different colour...
I
and less
agree the
sort of-
sponsor has kind of ruined the Preston shirt, and they could have found a better design to put on.
Yeah, the
But
colour...
I love the story behind
Yeah.
it, and the fact that Preston fans are sponsoring Preston.
Have you seen, talking to Macron and making good
No.
kits, have you seen the Reading shirt?
No.
The Weatherspoons plate
Yeah,
shirt.
do you know the actual thing behind it?
I have seen something about that. It's a blue and white shirt. isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, so they used to be called the Biscuitmen before they were the Royals. And it's inspired by the iconic tins of Huntley and Palmer's who basically the biscuits carry the name of Reading across the globe for 150 years. So the kit basically is designed to look like that. This is what I love. The product is using eco fabrics made from 100% cycled PET polyester, and each shirt reuses 13 plastic bottles.
Oh, wow.
To be fair, we did that the
I
other
don't
season. We
actually
had a
hate it.
recycled.
I don't hate it.
I don't dislike it.
I can get why people are saying the whole Wetherspoons thing, but I don't dislike it.
I don't hate it.
It's another
at all.
example of Macron absolutely hitting the ball out of the park.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
saying
Doing
it's a
something
bad
completely
kit.
unique. And again, it's building into their heritage. It's not just we're just designing a shirt. There's thought behind it. What are we doing to commemorate it? What are we doing to think about it? I like it. I quite like it. And the fact that they're using plastic bottles to make a t-shirt, it's cracking.
I think Southampton did that one year. It was all recycled kit.
I think, right, and I only know this because I've collected from there. I think they should have had, Vinny the dog.
Yes.
I think that should have been the sponsor. Because the Fox's Biscuit Factory is in Preston. And I think what they should have done is they should have had that rather than the Spud Brothers thing. But the Reading one, I quite like the shirt.
Yeah.
I like the idea behind it as well. And that's the thing is, if you can relate it to something, it helps, doesn't it? Because you
Well, I'm
can
still waiting to
understand
see
why
which
they've done
Leeds
it.
shirt comes out from the...
Yeah, you've seen 2 or 3 now, haven't you?
So
That
I've seen
come out.
the one that was sort of getting the initial rounds.
This is shocking, by the way. While he's having a look for shirts,
was fucking horrendous.
you've got England v Jamaica women that are having a friendly.
It's
at the
3-0
minute.
last time I checked.
6-0. We're on the 88th minute just. Which one's this one?
This is the one that's the latest leak, which I'm
You're
mad
Real
about.
Betis.
Oh, that's ace.
That's which one's that one?
That's the one that's now been leaked because everyone was getting. I've got that privacy glass thing. It might show up a bit.
Yeah, it might not.
So you've got.
What is that? Real Betis.
Stadium kit.
Who's he then? What has he got to do with the stadium?
Absolutely nothing. It's just pretty.
Shit.
It's Japanese anime,
it's,
isn't it?
Naruto.
Yeah.
Naruto.
Yeah.
That's one. But that's
Show it.
So that's the one that everyone was showing. Stretch. That I hate.
Right, this is the one he doesn't like.
Yeah. Yeah, we were on
I'm
about
not a
that
big
kit.
fan of that,
We
to be
didn't like
honest.
that.
And then obviously is it the Kitman or something does a lot of the leaks.
Yeah.
Recently he leaked the other one where that pattern from the tunnel is a little bit more subtle. Can't say I don't hate it, and I don't. It's just someone moaned though. That was what made me laugh. It's like in the chats, you've always got your people with I don't like it, and they're like one of the comments was, "It's a bit too white, isn't it? It's a fucking Leeds shirt."
A Leeds shirt is too white.
I don't understand what people expect from a
Well, it's racist, isn't it?
white shirt. But I just don't expect. I don't understand what people are expecting. I don't know how they want to jazz up a white shirt too much.
Did you not know why Arsenal played in their away kit when we played Tottenham last season? Because Tottenham claimed that Arsenal's kit last season was, and I quote, too white. They wouldn't have been able to tell the difference between Tottenham's white shirt and Arsenal's fucking red shirt. So we had to wear our away kit.
You know what that is? That was any excuse to try and get a win from Postecoglou because the guy was a fucking clown.
Just by putting us in a different kit.
Psychological games. Postecoglou's a clown. Worst club to ever win a European trophy.
And he still won a European trophy, and Arteta hasn't. Arteta out. Fuck off. You shit.
And on that
Nobody
bombshell, I think it's time to wrap up.
It's time to wrap up.
We'll see you in a few weeks.
Wow, that was a long fucking
Yeah.
part, wasn't it? Jesus.
I just
wept.
looked at the time and went, there we go.
Yeah, we've been going for an hour. So, we shall wrap it up there. It probably should have been 3 parts instead of 2, but there we go. We are fucking idiots, and we still don't know what we're doing after 85 episodes. So we shall see you lovely people next week.